A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Power is the near neighbor of necessity. No man should quit his post but at the command of his general, that is, of God Himself. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. A good soul hath neither too great joy nor too great sorrow, for it rejoiceth in goodness, it sorroweth in wickedness, by the means whereof, when it beholdeth all things, and seeth the good and bad so mingled together, it can neither rejoice greatly, nor be grieved with overmuch sorrow. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Meaningful silence is better than meaningless words. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. As soon as you awake, in order lay the actions to be done the coming day. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. It is difficult to walk at one and the same time many paths of life. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Practice justice in word and deed, and not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. All is number. Above all things, respect yourself. Friends share all things. Concern should drive us into action, and not into a depression. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. He lived far from the gods, but in his mind, he was at home with them. Every triangle is a love triangle if you love triangles. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. No one is great who has not obtained the empire for himself. No man is free who cannot command himself. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Reason is immortal, all else mortal. Do not take roads traveled by the public. You should make great things, not promising great things. In anger, we should refrain both from speech and action. Thought is an idea in transit, which when once released, never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled, nor ever can the overt act be erased. There are men and gods, and beings like Pythagoras. Above the cloud with its shadow is the star with its light. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. We ought so to behave to one another as to avoid making enemies of our friends, and at the same time to make friends of our enemies. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in few. Souls never die, but always on quitting one abode pass to another. All things change, nothing perishes. The soul passes hither and thither, occupying now this body, now that. As a wax is stamped with certain figures, then melted, then stamped anew with others, yet it is always the same wax. So the soul being always the same, yet wears at different times different forms. Anger begins in folly and ends in repentance. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. It is only necessary to make war with 5 things: with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city, and the discords of families. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and leave a comment. Click the subscribe button to get more videos like this one.